Come da pasta anche.
Ci ha provato a lavorare.
Sì. Ah, misteri della vita.
Anche regolati. Prova.
Hanno pilato?
Sì.
qua, questo si chiama
Good morning. First of all, let's welcome MIRM 23 graduating class with a big applause. Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, professors, staff, families, welcome to the graduation day of class 2022. Thank you for being here as we celebrate this important milestone. I would also like to extend a warm welcome to the graduates' families and friends watching the event in live stream. Gentili ospiti, grazie della vostra presenza alla cerimonia del MIRM 23 e benvenuti a MIB Trieste School of Management. Ho il piacere di darvi il benvenuto anche a tutti quelli che sono qui, ma anche a tutti coloro che stanno seguendo la cerimonia online. Before starting today's ceremony, I would like to leave the floor to Professor Vladimir Nanut, founder and CEO of MIB Trieste, for some words of remembrance in memory of our dear Professor Ermanno Pitacco, MIRM Academic Director, who passed away recently.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would never have wanted to do this speech, especially not in a day when we celebrate the conclusion of the 23rd edition of Master Insurance and Risk Management, a moment that, for student families and the school, traditionally represent an occasion of celebration for the achievement of an important milestone. But a few weeks ago, a cruel fate took Ermanno Pitacco away from us. So, first of all, we wanted to remember him right in front of you, MIRM participants, because you had the privilege of knowing and appreciating him during your journey here at MIB Trieste. Ermanno was not only an excellent professor of insurance techniques and the academic director of your master, but he has been its creator, its heart and soul since the program started at the beginning of the new millennium. In these 23 years, Ermanno has been the backbone of the Master Insurance and Risk Management and of all the school initiative in the insurance field, allowing MIB Trieste to become an international reference for training and research activities in this sector. If nowadays leading players in the insurance world, such as our partner Generali and Allianz, and many others, know MIB Trieste as a center of excellence in this field, much of the credit goes to Ermanno Pitacco, thanks to his renowned scientific prestige and passionate professional commitment. In more recent years, Ermanno has also been the scientific director and the leader of the demographic laboratory. This research center, created by the school and partner insurance companies, has already produced significant reports on health longevity trends and innovation of life insurance products. Outlining the academic and scientific profile of Ermanno Pitacco is an easy task. He has been an extraordinary professor. His work on actuarial mathematics and insurance models and techniques are renowned and appreciated worldwide. He received prestigious awards from the most important institution. Just listing his publication would take a considerable amount of time. Outlining his human profile is an even easier task. His positive attitude, his innate kindness, humanity, and generosity are the qualities that we have all got to know and appreciate daily. Despite his prestige gained with his academic position and the eminent activities around the world, Ermanno has always maintained a straightforward and simple attitude, as only great men can do. We miss Ermanno, and we will miss him a lot, but his benevolent and sly smile behind his inevitable pipe will be an image that we will forever carry in our hearts. On the institutional level, MIRM Trieste School of Management will honor the memory of Ermanno Pitacco with a MIRM scholarship named after him, and with an important event to remember his contribution to the development of our school and reveal how we intend to give continuity to the lasting legacy he left to all of us. Dear students of MIRM 23, I hope you will keep the memory of Professor Pitacco in your hearts. I believe that his values and his extraordinary human and intellectual legacy will accompany you in the personal and professional journey you will start from tomorrow. Thank you.
Now I give the floor to the Dean of MIB Trieste School of Management, Professor Andrea Tracogna.
Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, dear graduates. I share the same feelings of loss and sadness just expressed by Professor Nanut about the passing away of Professor Pitacco. And we as a school, following his luminous example, we are determined to try and continue his legacy with the same passion and rigor. Today we are celebrating the successful completion of the 23rd edition of the Master in Insurance and Risk Management, which Ermanno helped to establish as a leading program worldwide and directed so well for more than 20 years. These graduations are central events in the school history. They represent the milestones in our long-term work. These are very appropriate moments to not only celebrate but also to make some assessments, both on the programs and the institution. Federica Seganti will soon focus on the program, and let me just spend a few statements on the school, on the institution. Very recently, we have been reaccredited twice, both by the Association of MBAs and by the European Foundation for Management Development. AMBA assessed the MBA portfolio, namely the MBA in International Business, the Executive MBA, and the Executive MBA in Business Innovation, where EFMD focused on your program, the Master in Insurance and Risk Management. And for us, this was a very welcomed opportunity to receive from the unbiased view of peer reviewers an assessment of us, not just the program, but also the school, the institution. And we must say that the feedback, which we just received last week, formally received by EFMD, has been very, very positive and very successful. We have been given 5 years full and unconditioned accreditation, which is the maximum outcome we could dream of. So this is a very positive outcome per se. But I think that even more interesting is to share with you the motivations which are grounding this very, very positive reaccreditation. The reviewers, they consider the school as holding a very unique niche in the global landscape of higher education. We have a very special, very distinctive strategic positioning. Also, we are collaborating with very important corporations. One is here represented by our chairman, Cristiano Borean, Assicurazioni Generali. Another example is Allianz, but there are also other important institutions behind the school, and this is very commendable per se. Furthermore, the leadership of the institution has been considered outstanding, as is the leadership of your program, the management team that is behind every decision regarding the MIRM, the selection of the professors, the definition of the calendars, the definition of the content of your curriculum, and so on and so forth. The faculty, too, has been very much praised. The co-faculty for the collegiality, the atmosphere, the visiting faculty from abroad, which are bringing to the trainees also their network of relations worldwide. And also the professors of practice, the people coming from the business world, which are giving you also complementary perspectives of how your knowledge can be transferred in the real economy. Of course, you too, you have been praised for your qualities and also your very rich diversity in terms of geographies, but also background, experiences, and so on. There are other areas of commendation I would like to share with you. For example, we have been congratulated for having, during the pandemic and also afterwards, developed a very high-level technology-based system for education, which is to be considered a best practice worldwide. Other areas are, for example, referring to the fact that the school is very well established in the local ecosystem of both business and academic institutions. And in particular, this is reflected in the recent establishment of the Data Science and Artificial Intelligence Institute with the support of Assicurazioni Generali. Professor Nanud also recalled you the fact that Ermanno Pitacco was the director of the Laboratory on Demographic Trends, which will have, of course, a continuation in the years to come, as also a tool for the school to do very important research, applied research, with a focus to the business. Worth to mention are also the new PhD scholarships that the school is funding in areas like, of course, data science, but also circular economy and sustainability. We are, of course, delighted of this feedback, and but also we are sharing with the peer reviewers also the importance of considering the fact that the school is at a sort of a crossroad. We have in front of us plenty of opportunities which we are called to capture. And in this respect, we have to both carry on the traditional mission, that is to bridge academia and business, and also to train human capital, human resources, as you are, which are expected to be in line with the needs of the corporate world. But at the same time, we are also aiming at working together with the corporations to redefine their role, their purpose in new scenarios which are so complicated but are also offering opportunities: digital transformation, big data, but challenges too, climate change, geopolitical scenarios, people inclusion, and so on. In doing this, we have put at work all our governance bodies, starting from the board of directors, of course, the chairman, the management team, the faculty committee, and also the academic advisors we have in our advisory board, international advisory board, and the steering committee, which is composed of corporate representatives. Wherever these bodies will take us, of course, we are well aware of the fact that our main duty is to preserve and valorize the investment you have made in this program. We have to preserve the value and possibly also to increase the value of our master's degrees. You have put a lot of energy, commitment, time, and also money in this. And of course, we are aware of this, and we are very proud to also communicate in this occasion that we have been able to retain for also for this next academic year our very top-level positioning in the Ed Universal ranking for the category of the Masters in Insurance and Risk Management. Even better, we have been able to climb even further the ranking. And at the moment, we are occupying the 3rd position worldwide, which is a very, very, very good. And is testifying how much we are working hard, again, to give value to our degrees. Of course, this is per se, evidence of huge success of the program, but we are also well aware of the fact that this success is mainly due to your qualities, your energy, your commitment, and the effort you put in this. And this is your success. And so I would like to express our gratitude to you for having chosen us as partners for the pursuit of your professional and personal development. And our dream is for the future to continue working together in the mutual search of this success. And in giving the floor to Federica Seganti, I would like to take this opportunity to extend my best wishes to all of you for a bright future full of satisfaction and accomplishments. Thank you very much.
Now I give the floor to Professor Federica Seganti, MIRM Director.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, dear graduates, families and friends, good morning and welcome at the MIRM Graduation Day. We are today celebrating the conclusion of the 23rd edition of the Master in Insurance and Risk Management, and this month we can also celebrate the 24th edition of our Master, which started a couple of weeks ago. We are really proud of these significant results, which have been achieved thanks to the rich and fertile ground provided by Trieste, a network involving commerce, shipping, insurance industry, higher education in business and economics. And thanks in particular to the great efforts of all the people involved in teaching activities, in managing master, in providing significant technical support. To face a social and economic scenario even more complex, the updating of the MIRM contents has progressed further. Actually, this updating constitutes a challenging and never-ending process. The field of risk and insurance indeed provides an outstanding example of need for a progressive innovation in the subjects delivered to and the problems discussed in a master class, a need which arises from a context continuously on the move. First, the scenario in which the insurance company works and is rapidly evolving. Economic, financial, social, and demographic issues depict a dynamic context in which insurance products have to be tailored to changing needs of the customers and, of course, have to be designed according to a sound risk management policy of the insurance. Second, looking at the insurance under a methodological perspective, we can see that a novel risk-oriented approach to risk management problems is progressively replacing the old, traditional and self-contained technical toolkit. The new approach conversely relies on a merging of ideas from a wide range of disciplines, mainly finance, corporate finance, business economics, accountancy, actuarial science, and data science. Innovation is then a must, and I'm sure that our master can carry out very well also this stimulating task. And this can be done thanks to a strict and profound cooperation involving the insurance industry, the consultancy, the academy, cooperation that has underpinned all master activities since MIRM Foundation in 2000. Let me now turn to some specific issues concerning the 23rd edition of MIRM. First, our students. 19 participants coming from Italy, India, Chile, Lebanon, Pakistan, Ireland, Turkey, Tanzania, Tunisia, Poland, and Germany. 26.3 as the average age at the commencement of MIRM courses, 2.3 years as average working experience, various types and level of university degrees in following areas: law, mathematics, statistics, actuarial science, business, economics, finance, risk management, insurance, and informatics. Then the corporate side. The financial support provided by Allianz, ANIA, Assicurazioni Generali, BDO, Bearing Point, EY, Studio Floreani, Fondazione Gasbarri, Alleanza Assicurazioni, KPMG Advisory, and Mazars. Internship and placement offered by Allianz Consulting, Standard & Poor's Global, Alleanza, Assicurazioni Generali, Allianz, Banca Mediolano, KPMG, ERCO, Tocco Marine, and Lungoraggio. Corporate conversation delivered by Generali, Allianz, EY, State Street Bank, ERA, Superior, Ellen Green Power, and Capgemini. Finally, the MIRM staff, a staff engaged in the master management, administration, teaching, organization, tutorship, computer assistant, internship management, and placement. The teaching staff, that is the MIRM core faculty and the visiting faculty, namely persons coming from insurance company, consultants, auditing, and risk management firms, as well as from various universities. As a program director of this master, I wish to express a warm thanks to all the managers, the professionals, and the practitioners who have given the proof of a strong interest in culture and professional development. Moreover, as mentioned before by our Dean, the MIRM program has two important certifications, one given by ASFORT, the Italian accreditation system, the second one given by EFMD, the European Foundation of Management and Development. And according to the Edu Universal Best Master ranking, MIRM is ranking number 3 at the worldwide level. But the success of a master program depends not only on its wide contents or in the methodologies applied, not even in the size of its international network. The key ingredient is the participants. What really counts and makes the difference is, in other words, the human element. And beyond the quality of everyone, what counted a lot in the success of this edition was the strong integration between participants and your willingness to share knowledge and experiences. It was a mix of energy, motivation, and enthusiasm that made possible to transform a master course, however excellent, into an experience that has left its hallmark on you personally, that has transformed a professional and learning process into a life-changing experience. The result has been a year that has contributed to your personal growth and enrich your own individual values. Values like personal integrity, social awareness, and responsibility. This emphasis on values is important to fully assess the return on investment in attending the MIRM. In our view, the outcomes of a master program must be evaluated not only in terms of knowledge growth or in terms of improvements in your management culture, but also to be found in the development of your personal skills and in the construction of a network of working and professional relations with other people. You are now part of several networks of relations that bond you to your class companion, to the graduates from all the editions of the MIRM, to all the alumni of MIB Trieste School of Management, the faculty and the companies. You have the great responsibility of developing and making the most out of this legacy of relations. As a closing remark, I want to express the school's gratitude for having had the privilege to work with such an excellent group of people as you are. Now, after looking back of the MIRM experience, it's time to look forward. Today, you all start a long road along which you must make decisions that will be decisive for your future. Career planning and career management, this will be your leitmotif in the coming years. Over the past month, we have tried to prepare you for these choices, giving you guidance and advice. My wish for you, on behalf of the school teaching faculty and staff, is that you can soon identify the road ahead most suitable to you, and you can always obtain the greatest possible satisfaction in your work. It is now time for you to receive your master's degree in insurance and risk management. Be proud of this qualification that you have earned through great effort, and with it bear high the name and the prestige of the school. MIRM Class 2022, my warmest best wishes to all of you. Thank you very much.
The tradition of our ceremonies is to invite a special guest speaker to offer our graduates the opportunity to meet with and learn from an outstanding professional of the insurance industry. Today, we are particularly honored to host the Group Chief Financial Officer of Generali, who is also the chairman of MIB Trieste School of Management. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cristiano Borean.
So, first of all, a big hello to all the students, or graduate, I should say, their relatives, parents, friends, the faculty here, and all the other friends which are assisting. I would like just to start with one thing, which is, I think, very important, which is also on my side, I would like to remind Professor Ermanno Pitacco for what he did. There is a very important example, but I think I can derive from what he did. And it is something when I studied physics before. You know, there are very small things in nature called elementary particles. You don't see them. But the way to see how they are made is the way they interact with the rest of the system. And this is the way they give light or whatever energy around. Professor Pitacco gave an incredible heritage. I think working in Generali in Italy, there is basically no single actuary not having had him as a teacher. And this is an incredible heritage. And I think when you walk on the shoulder of giants, sometimes you don't recognize where you are. Only when they are not there, you understand it. So I really, really would like to warmly remember him for what he did and the shining effect of what will last in his legacy. Having said that, today, the aim of the speech is basically to tell you three things. What is around you, what is inside you, and maybe try to what is in front of you. What is inside you, clearly, I do not have the crystal ball, or I'm not a psychologist, but I'm trying to learn how to read in yourself going forward. What is around you? Unfortunately, around us, and not only you, there is a world which made incredible changes. If you just think, when I started my last step in career as Group Chief Financial Officer, almost for more than 4 years ago, the world was totally different. And we went through many things. We went through COVID, which was, as they say in France, bouleversement, reversing upside down everything. Who have ever thought to see what we have seen? And the lasting effect of this will, and has changed things, because people stayed alone, had time to think, decided to think about what are the key elements and key values and the key things they want to do in life. And there are a lot of behaviors changes which came out of that. Unfortunately, when you have so much time to think about yourself, you start thinking too much about yourself. And the world is going too much around polarization. We are at war. And we have a very complicated situation with a war at a distance from Trieste, which is closer than the distance from Trieste to Bari, for example. So within the distance of cities here in Italy, we have a war closer. And this is something which is going to change materially the way the world is polarizing, and the way to exit out of it is not simple. Why I'm saying this on the macro environment? Because this is going to change many things, and these are macro effects around the micro movement, which is ourselves. But this macro driver, like the one we discovered, that we are not independent. We are not energetically independent. We are not independent in also the way we have the capacity to have things, chips. Have you ordered something which has chips inside, like cars or whatever? How long are you waiting for it? How long have we been waiting for this? We are not independent. This is bringing Europe in a massive reshifting, and for people operating in the financial market, this is seen, because European markets are depleted and depressed because of investor exiting, because of this strategic thing. Then there are different sectors, and behaviors are different, and effects are different, but the big driver around this is understanding that Europe could be under threat is not creating higher value. We went out, maybe, of COVID in a way which brought us with a lot of energy and a lot of willingness to do things. And around us, now a new thing is popping up. No? We spoke about inflation. None of you, basically even myself, thinking about inflation, never discovered. We have an operator in the financial market who never had this effect unless they operated in other countries like Argentina, Turkey, or other ones. But if you are in Europe or in the US, this is something you were not apted for. And this is materially changing as well in the shorter term behaviors, but not only in the shorter term. I tell you why. Because inflation is bringing everybody poorer. This you've studied. What happens in a world where there is a war, where there is no energy independence, and having everybody poorer? What is the big actor who can work around this? Usually is the central bank, because they decide the interest rates. What should they do? What is the arbitrage they have to do? Do they have to decide to keep them, everybody poorer, and so do not increase too much the interest rate, or try to make another decision, which is basically, are we getting to increase the interest rates a little bit higher, even taking the risk of having what is called a technical recession or a recession, because then, when there is a recession, not everybody is getting poorer, because the people which has a very low share of wallet do not have enough money to invest in the market. The people who invest in the market are a subset of them. Clearly, in this second environment, you have less political instability. Political instability in the world where there is no energetic independence is a factor of decision. And now we understand also why the exegesis about all the central bankers are speaking about this potential recession and being very tough in fighting around this, which is quite interesting. I will come back around this, whether it is an opportunity or a risk. But to complete the picture, there is another big change, which I strongly believe, and since the inception of this opportunity I received from MIB, but in general in everything we do also in our insurance business, is key. We are in a world where we are completely moving into data and data-driven. No? Many times I already said that if you take 15, 20 years ago, which were the largest market capitalization company in the world, you see would have been financial institutions. Today, it is the data guys, no? How you want to call, whichever acronym you want, but are the usual suspect, okay? And this is quite interesting because in the end, it is explaining how much we can make out of this new environment with a lot of risks because the effect and the speed of change around this is massive. Just to make two examples. Now it's not about having or not the capability. I was meeting with, I can tell the bank, it's not a problem, the global head of all the equity trading of Goldman Sachs, which is one of the largest banks. And he asked me an interesting question, say, so he was speaking about very specific high-power processor to make a financial algorithm decision. And he told me, which is your processor? I did not understand the question, because in the end, you know, when you do finance, you can have a bespoke instrument. So you can tailor-made a financial instrument for you, bespoke. He was speaking about a bespoke microprocessor built to maximize the task you should do. It's like a calculator built to make calculation in the fastest way. It's not a computer for imaging. So we are in a world where the players are acting with bespoke processors in order to maximize the process. It's not only exploiting the data, already exploiting the new change. This is new to me. I mean, something I didn't know since 1 month ago. Second interesting thing, I had the chance in the previous life, I had the opportunity to stay in Silicon Valley, but sometimes I always like to come there because it is quite an interesting melting pot. And they showed me one of the usual suspects, having his headquarters in Mountain View. They were showing an artificial intelligence evolution which was meant just to complete the text of whatever classical mathematics, chemistry, physics wording. Complete text. So like you were speaking about, I don't know, Pythagoras theorem or whatever, you're just completing it. They discovered that this algorithm was not only completing, you were giving to this algorithm university level and postgraduate level physics, mathematics, chemistry test admission of level of Harvard, Princeton, Stanford, and it was solving the problems. So the world is a little bit far away from what we can even think about. And this I touched with my eyes. And there was a little bit, I thought I spent too much time studying when I was at school. Jokes apart, it is quite a massive change. So it is not only use, exploit the data, the value chain, all the story we read about. Now we are in the phase of creating the tools that are tailor-made to design to a specific process and accelerating at a speed which is exponentially coming. This is a point of, we will open up also in a lot of ethic questions, okay? But this is the world we are in, and I go back to why I'm telling you this. Which is the business which made money and lived and survived and did a social impact thanks to data? Insurance. The first one. We started with this. That was our starting point. So we have, and you have, an incredible opportunity in front of you on how to exploit this. And the shift towards, I always say, accounting is dead, finance is dead. We have accountants, and in finance, we are not anymore exploiting value out from pure investments. For sure, you need to know how to invest, but the real value chain is moving outside into this world, okay? So, again, what is happening in this new inflationary world? Are we facing more risk or more opportunities? We have both of them. I think that from the opportunity side, we have the great chance, for example, to unleash a little bit of the pressure that the low interest rates environment was pushing on the life products, which everybody was trying to or either sell or change the products, and was maybe shifting out from the initial purpose of social pension money to be invested for our future. So this is one point without changing the strategic path, but at least releasing pressure. And the second one is more a risk, because clearly if you have a motor insurance, for example, you know that you have an accident, you have to change the pieces of the car, and this is increasing at a very high pace. And so this will imply a higher cost for everybody, because you cannot have the company going at a negative profitability, so they will adjust prices like we are seeing everywhere, no? So this is potentially the risky side out of it, and it is moving the market. But let's go back now, speaking about insurance, about our role, your role, when you will operate in this environment. Insurance now needs to focus and use these opportunities to get towards sustainability. I do really think that even more than banking system, which is in a certain sense the blood system where you have blood because it is the money which are flowing, the insurance system is more the capacity to protect our an entire ecosystem from going under. Okay, so it is the way to protect our future, in a certain sense, the homogeneous system. So, having said that, the role of having a sustainable business in insurance is getting more and more important. I would like to just make few simple numbers. Just imagine a company which is not the largest in Europe, like Generali. We are, depending what ranking you want, the third, the fourth, the first, if you look at premium, but in general, we have a balance sheet, including the money of third party of 650 billion, okay? If all insurers, other insurers have 2 billion, other 2 trillion, 1 trillion, so start moving this money in investing where we want to impact for the sustainable future. It's not like banks. We have balance sheets which are much higher. Banks are lending money to people. Now we can invest in companies which are acting in this direction. So we have a huge, huge role, and that role could be extremely important. So apart from this, which is the must, and I think that you have to embrace or not it, but you have to decide whether you do really believe that this is one of the roles of this industry, there is the social purpose. The social purpose of insurance is key, because they were born, Polizze Tontine, I don't remember the English name, and there were people putting together to help each other at the end of the story, because there are people not able to pay for the uncertainty. So this social purpose has to stay, and it is key. So it is an honorable insurance as a business. It is an honorable business as long as you stay in equilibrium with all your stakeholders. You cannot only think about the shareholders. Strange from a CFO to say this, okay? But you have to think about of all the ecosystem you work in, the community where you stay in, what you give, because the longer term, it is our interest as well. We are killed by climate change. Insurers are killed by that. So it's the first one interest in that. So again, using billions and billions of assets to invest, to steer, to make company changes is a social responsibility, not only a business decision, okay? This is what is around you. Now, what is inside you? I will be shorter as time goes by, because in the future, you will know only what will be the future, but what is inside you? Let's move into this. Now you end an interesting journey. You have an opportunity. You have been selected. You are among the best students, and as well, you have a huge opportunity for your future because you have the tools. But it is having a painter with the colors and the canvas. But who and what will be the canvas when you will paint it? You decide to paint it. So here I try to go more in the suggestion part. You can be interested or not, but just to share with you, because at this stage, each one of us found himself in this stage. My strongest suggestion is understand your purpose. Be honest with yourself. So, are you there because you want to do something impactful? Yes, no. Are you there because you want to be satisfied on what you're doing on yourself? It is more for yourself. It is more for the others. Be honest with you. Understand your purpose. I just recall that when your purpose is fundamental, your colleagues, the people around you in whatever institution, company, if you make even your own startup, they will look at you and they will look at the behavior you have. So you cannot cheat on them or on yourself. Be honest on what is the real purpose. And finding this is important because this is the reason why you get up every morning going forward. I mean, you have a family, you can have whatever you have, but then you spend a large and sizable time of your life into your job. So you need to find your purpose. And to find it, you need to do it your way and not others' way, which means you have to make mistakes. You don't have to be afraid to make mistakes because unfortunately, if you don't make mistakes, you don't act. If you don't act, you will never move. Again, physics. No change, no acceleration, no forces, no dynamic. So at the end of the story, making mistake without regret, as long as you respect everybody, okay? No regret, only respect. What is important is that you need to try and find it. Are you going to try at the first time? Hope for you, rare, but you have to try and you have to find it and go back always to understand your purpose. Don't do something, okay? This morning, I love, even if I'm not a Z generation, I love to watch shorts, either YouTube or TikTok. There was a nice one about an investor, a famous one, which was Warren Buffett, and saying that he found a Harvard student just graduating from the MBA, telling him, okay, I did this, this, and that, and then now I'm going consulting. Why? Because it is the perfect CV, resume, then I will be perfect. And say, but do you want to do it? No. Say, look, but it is the perfect then for the future. Looks like you are telling me that you are saving sakes for the older age. I don't think it is a good, it is the good choice. This was the answer of Mr. Buffett. No? You cannot delay things that you like, okay? You cannot act on depraving yourself on what is the key, because at the end of the story, it is difficult to work. It takes a lot of energy. And speaking about energy, you need to understand from where you find this energy. This is important because each one of you is different. Someone finds his energy in having a challenge, finding a challenge and trying to solve it for the own purpose of having a challenge done, because I want to tick the box and show I am able to do it, because I want to be proud of myself. Others are taking huge energy from people, and only from that energy they translate it in the energy to do the things that they do. In this case, personally, this is my example. I really suffered during COVID in this, let's say, hybrid or digital environment, just seeing people and not having the people in a room, which is a totally different energy. Having them in a virtual room is different. And you need to find your energy, okay? So this is another thing, very related to the self-awareness. Self-awareness is key when you do your journey, to find what is inside you. Because knowing the purpose, it is the key element to understand what you want to do, but knowing the energy is the key element of source of recharging to continue to pursue your purpose, okay? Last thing about yourself, this is a suggestion. Life could be easy, simple, very complicated. You will find whatever could happen. One thing which is very useful, in my opinion, is define clearly not only the purpose, but your values. And values are key, because you could be tempted to take shortcuts. You could be tempted not to follow them. Again, people around you immediately detect when you are not coherent with something. So you say something, you don't say something. It is the so-called walk the talk. But also, the values are super important. The values are in moment where you have nothing else, because everything is complicated, could be risky, whatever, and you have no information around you, and you have to take a decision. In some moment, boiling down to the value helps you a lot in taking this, because at least you are coherent. Purpose, energy, values, okay? This is what I strongly suggest to look into yourself. I think, having done this class, you have ambition. All of you would like to grow in their career, and so these are real situations you will face in. To go in the next third part, what is in front of you, okay? Well, first of all, no one knows the future, okay? And this is impossible to say, but let me try to make, this is the 23rd Master in Insurance and Risk Management. 23 is a very interesting number, especially for the people who loves basketball like myself. 23 was the number of Michael Jordan, so I hope among the 17 names I read today to find a new Michael Jordan of insurance. That would be my really hope. If it is not, anyhow, I would like to find someone which get closer and bring the industry forward. What is in front of you? The in front of you, it is the opportunity you want to seize, the action you want to make, the world you want to shape. And in the end of the story, don't think that people, only elected or special people made things. There are people which made decisions, which had chances and decided to do something. So it is fully in your hands. So in front of you, there is something which will be challenging, complex, uncertain, ambiguous, but it is your future, but you can seize, and you can decide what you want to do. And there is no bad thing in saying, look, I want to achieve up to this, I want to do just that, or I want to become whoever you want. You can try. Don't be in difficulties in the difficult moment, and as usual I say, don't overexcite in the good moments, because things are getting back and forth, okay? To just conclude, because as usual, this is the thing I say, I am the last obstacle between the graduation ceremony, and so I just conclude saying to all of you, you have the tools. You need to be aware of what you want, and you need not to be afraid of what you will face. Having said that, you need just to enjoy, grab your life, take your merit, and be extremely proud of what you did, you and all your relatives. Thanks a lot.
This is the very first edition of our MIRM program. The community of our graduates, the so-called Alumni Association, has been constantly growing year after year. Today, it counts some 1,000 members in 90 countries, in all continents. The association actively participates in placement support, promoting contacts among companies, and offering our graduates a range of opportunities for networking. A member of the executive board of the Alumni Association and former MIRM student, he attended the 12th edition, Mr. Manish Shetty, will speak today on behalf of all colleagues via Zoom. Manish, please.
Good morning, everybody. I hope you can hear me well.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's a really an honor to speak after all the professors who've just spoken, and especially Cristiano. Especially we come from the corporate world as well. What an exciting day it is for you guys, I would imagine. Congratulations for putting all the efforts on getting past the academic year to really graduating today. While, as Cristiano said, we witnessed quite a historic and eventful year in a political history that might change all our professional lives for the near future. Hope this day becomes a memorable day for you and your families and dear ones who supported you in different ways, financially, providing care, and be mindful and thankful for the support. With all the incredibly moving speeches, including Professor Nanud and Cristiano, who spoke about Professor Pitacco, I never realized what a legend he was until I joined Allianz. And I think I'm just quite grateful to have been a part of those lectures. Today reminds me, I can really look back at my graduation day about 11 years ago as I attended MIRM 12. Looking back at my journey from a small city close to Mumbai to London to taking a break to Trieste, mind you, which was one of the best experiences of my life as a student, and all that Trieste has to offer. After Trieste, I took a position to restart my career. I moved to Germany and started working for Allianz. It has been a tough and equally rewarding journey, but I'm sure you will have such amazing stories of your own lives. And this morning, I am connecting from not such a far city, from Trieste, from Milan, on behalf of the MIRM Alumni Association as an executive board member. Let me take an opportunity to congratulate you on behalf of the board and the entire association. We received a 3-year mandate from the alumni from 2021, and we are in the 3rd quarter of the mandate. Even though I have been a part of the alumni officially over the last 2 years, my circle of trust has been built with people I have known through MIRM school. I would really encourage each of you to continue all the relationships and friendships that you built this year and invite you to be a part of the wider alumni community. Our alumni community has more than 3,600 people worldwide. A bit about the board. We are 12 board members, of which 8 are women and 4 are men. We wanted to really represent a global view. Our board members come from Argentina, Brazil, China, Italy, Latvia, Mexico, and India myself. a bit of the association, our focus was to really give back as well. What we really, when we all graduate, we really think of all the amazing lives we've had in Trieste, and we wanted to give back. So one of the focus is to support in beach cleanups, in supporting charitable organizations by giving back to the society. I think this is very important for us, and I think really giving back to the society what we have got, and I think that's how we can build a future for the society. By enhancing our diversity in thoughts, by having such a diverse board, and bringing really people from different walks of life, like yourself, who come from different backgrounds, from different cultures, and who really help us to challenge and shape the alumni. We just didn't want a small chapter in Trieste or Milan or Munich, but really we have launched now in 5 continents with representatives and ambassadors who support us in development of initiatives dedicated to creation of business opportunities, but at the same time promote the brand of MIB Trieste School of Management. We still have a year to go, so we would be happy to take on board new suggestions based on your experiences. And if I picked any of the interests, please join or follow us on Instagram. Congratulations once again, and my best wishes for your future endeavor. I think my mantra of my life has always, take every opportunity, or consider every opportunity that comes, because if you don't change, the world changes you. And so really take care of your own destiny and keep moving. And meanwhile, really enjoy. And if you really know what your purpose is, as Christian said, that will help you to steer through all the journey of your life. Welcome to the alumni community, and good luck and enjoy the day. Thank you very much, and keep in touch and stay safe. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Manish. So now it's time to start the conferring of degrees. So I invite Professor Tracogna and Professor Seganti to stand up to get close to the table where the diplomas are arranged. Okay, so the first degree goes to Kaushal Chugh from India. Kaushal is online, so Kaushal, congratulations. We all miss you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Enzo Iannuzzi Filippone from Chile. Elice Kilic from Turkey. Rim Ajoub from Lebanon. Also, Rim is online. Hello, Rim, congratulations. Nima Masawi from Tanzania. Alex Sokolowski from Poland and Italy. Degrees with honors. Filippo Barbagallo from Italy. Leonard Impiglia from Italy. Yara Kuri from Lebanon. Neija Kirs from Ireland. Andrea Nematz from Italy. Sarah Maria Wittmann from Germany. Marco Vincenti from Italy. Degrees with high honors. Nausicaa Di Luca from Italy. Andrea Giovannetti from Italy. Alessandro Pasquinelli from Italy. Yosra Regil from Tunisia. It is our tradition to have one of the graduates deliver a speech on behalf of all the colleagues. So I invite Alice to take the floor.
Dear MIB faculty and staff, dear MIM 23 graduates, dear families and friends, it is my honor today to deliver this speech on behalf of my classmates, MIM 23, for one last time. I would like to thank you so much for being here today, in person and online, to celebrate our milestone with us. On 4th of October 2021, in our first day at MIB Trieste, Professor Pitacco, rest in peace, gave us the very first and mathematical definition of the term risk. Risk is a random variable whose actual outcome is unknown. More than a year ago, 19 people from 9 different countries were looking for a change because, as a wise guy said once, a change is a change. Well, these 19 people took the risk, chose the unknown outcome, and stepped out of their comfort zones. We found ourselves here, in this windy but beautiful city, Trieste, and became Master in Insurance and Risk Management candidates. At a glance, MIRM is a master's degree, which allows participants to develop their technical and managerial skills together with the leadership strategies. But for us, MIM 23 graduates, it is more than a master's degree. It is like a roller coaster, which takes forever to queue up and finishes in seconds. It is a personal development journey with all ups and downs. It is an experience of a lifetime. Now, the end is here. We face the final curtain. One day, we will look back on time and we will remember the small things which makes this journey big. Small things like beautiful girls, handsome gentlemen, povero gabbiano, Bora, comfort zone, safety loading, something chill at Leo's, marine, non-marine, too much. Can I ask a question? Mexico, anyway. What a ride it has been, guys. We did good, we survived. The outcome is not unknown anymore. The risk awarded us. Cheers to the one here today, and cheers to the ones that we lost on the way. We would like to thank all of our lecturers, from core to visiting faculty. Thank you for sharing your experience and knowledge with us, and thank you for your patience. Special thanks to Professor Pitacco. He was an outstanding teacher. During this year, we have been able to appreciate how adept he was to deliver complex subjects and making them attractive, even for those who doesn't have experience in the specific field. Moreover, we could observe his human qualities, in particular, his availability and kindness in dealing with the participants. It was a true honor and a privilege for us, as well as a pleasure, to have had the opportunity to be students and to attend these lectures. Thank you to our program manager, dear Ms. Barone, for your continued support, understanding, and patience. Thanks to our ICT experts, administrative, canteen, and cafeteria staff for their daily support to make our lives easier. Last but not least, special thanks to our families and friends online and in person today for always believing in us and their continued support. We couldn't do it without you. And I personally thank all of my classmates. I learned something from each of you. This is irreplaceable. In the last day of Leadership Dynamics classes, dear Valeria and team asked us how we are feeling about MIRM ending. We had several answers, but sad was the most common one. Truth to be told, if something makes you sad when it ends, then it must have been pretty wonderful while it was happening. But if you step back and look at the big picture, you will realize that the end is not sad. It is just the beginning of another astonishingly beautiful thing. Congratulations, MIRM 23. We deserve it. I wish you all a bright future, success, and health. Thank you so much, and grazie mille.
Thank you, Alice. Thank you for your appreciation and your kind words. Thank you. Today we mark a special occasion, the culmination of the hard work of students, faculty, and staff who have joined forces to make MIRM the best possible experience. Here you have the opportunity to learn and grow, to recognize your weaknesses and better yourself. The skills and values that brought you here, your passion, commitment, tenacity, work ethic, have proved to be fundamental in completing this master. My advice is to go on nurturing them, as I'm sure they will be just as useful wherever life takes you. I also hope that you learn during your time here, and this will help you navigate the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. Dear MIRM 23 graduates, I hope that you will keep good memories of your time here. You will be all dearly missed, and I warmly invite you to keep in touch with us in the future, since you are and you will always be part of the MIB global family. Congratulations for today's achievement and best wishes for your future careers. I wish to express my gratitude, the gratitude of the school, to your families, to your friends, for the support and encouragement they gave you during this challenging year. Best wishes to you all. Now, the ceremony is finished, let's say, the official part. So I invite all of you, first of all, we will take pictures, and then I invite all of you to go to the close-by pavilion for the cocktail, the refreshments, okay? Thank you very much. Best wishes, congratulations.